Hey, low key, I had a pretty good fucking year. What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Sneakerhead on the Budget, one of the hardest working sneakerheads on YouTube. Gonna give me a like, share, subscribe. It definitely helps the channel up because YouTube be holding us down here, Budget fam.
Fuck them kids. Fuck the kids?
So boom. So it took me about, I want to say, like 4 years to finally figure out this microphone situation. I've been doing podcast stuff and other stuff. And a part of me was just like, why can't I make this easier? So hopefully this audio is so much better to you guys. And the quality is so much better to you guys. Because I've been working really hard on this to the point where I haven't uploaded much content because I wanted to give you guys the best quality product. I just didn't feel like I was doing it for you guys. Plus, I just want to do some things differently. Some things will be the same as other YouTubers are doing. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I just want to do some other different things for you guys, especially going into 2024. So I do apologize for the people who kind of like stop watching or anything like that, because you definitely want to see more content from me. And I get the DMs on Instagram all the time, but when I'm gonna upload and stuff. And I do appreciate you guys. I've been rolling out something slow, so I do appreciate all y'all who've been rocking with me and still watching the small videos I put up. But I will get back to you and grind harder next year than I ever did before, because I finally got my shit together. It's about time.
And you know this, man.
So this episode today, we're gonna be talking about the top 10 pickups of 2023. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I haven't had the best track record of picking up shoes in the past few years, but with the addition of new friends that I've made on Twitter, Instagram, well, the X, Instagram, just people in the sneaker community who have given me a bunch of tips on raffles and whatnot, and how to, you know, make offers on like GOAT and eBay and stuff like that. Like, it really gave me a lot of more insight than what I already knew, and it helped me actually cop a lot more shoes than what I usually would cop. So I had a really good year this year. So I really want to it's really hard to pick the top 10 because a lot of this stuff is stuff that hadn't released this year. Again, disclaimer, this is the top 10 pickups of the year. That doesn't mean these all released this year. I will do my top 10 of the year on its own, but I just want to do a top 10 pickups of the year just to let y'all know what's been going on with me and everything like that. I have still been copping some kicks. It's not as crazy as I am. I've been strategically picking up kicks here and there. Not trying to just buy everything and everything like I used to do before. So let's get into it, because I know you don't want this intro to run any longer than it already has. So let's get into pick number. Well, actually, let's go into some honorable mentions. Now, to save some people some time, I would consider myself a Jordan head. I just grew up on Michael Jordan playing basketball, so a lot of the shoes I get are actually Jordans. I get the New Balance A6. They had an incredible year, and in my top 10 list, we'll definitely talk about those. But I just wanted to show some love to those brands, only because I didn't really cop much of those. Only because I'm very strategic with my money and I like to get what I like. So if you're looking for any of those brands, I do apologize. They're not really in my collection per se, because I don't really buy much outside of that. I do get Adidas from here and there, but again, I don't really buy anything super duper crazy outside. Like, I would like to get into those brands in the future, especially if they come up, but I don't actively seek them like others. So if you are looking for brands like New Balance and all that stuff, I'm not gonna lie to you, they are actually really dope. You just won't see them much in my collection until I'm able to actually see some in hand and stuff like that. I don't still actively seek it. So if you are looking for that, I do apologize. So within this top 10 pickup list, I do have to go through some honorable mentions. And the reason why I'm going through these honorable mentions, I don't want this list to go super duper long. I really don't want to do that. I don't want you sitting here for a 30-minute video. But I do want to go through some things because a lot of these pickups have been retail love. And so I just want to put that out there. So a lot of these are retail love. Now, retail love or below retail love is what these are. It's from a lot of people help me out with raffles and stuff like that. So I want to run through these real quick. I don't want to take forever, so I'm just going to run through a lot of them. So number one for retail love for honorable mentions is going to be this Beffy Beauty Supply Air Jordan 1 Unions, which I think are highly underrated. I do understand that a lot of people do not like this shoe. They don't like the materials of the shoe. They don't like the the footscape little idea on here. I think it's actually really dope. It's a really great concept about the building of their love together in this shoe. So I think it's a really dope, and I think it's going to be a lot of people's top 10, and I'm going to put these in my honorable mentions. This is a Nike outlet still fine. They had a 20% off for these Cherry 11s, included with them just being out the outlet. So I paid below retail for these, and it's during my birthday week when I like to go to different Nike outlets, and definitely were able to find these, and it's actually really dope find. I do got to add these up. A shoe that I love from my previous collection that I had to add back in there were these Air Jordan 4 Thunders, which I did get for retail love as well. So I have to show love for these because the colorway in theirs is absolutely phenomenal. My first international raffle win, shout out to N Clothing. I had to get some love to these Air Jordan 1. I say these wrong all the time. Palominos? However you say it. My first international raffle win. This shoe is absolutely clean. You can wear it with so many outfits. It's really, really dope. I've even seen people do some crazy things with this. This is a really clean shoe, and I definitely got to honor my honorable mentions. Another raffle win from Atmos. Just got to give them a shout out for these Air Jordan 185s, black and white. Do not call these pandas. I really do appreciate this shoe. I've had a lot of different things happen to me over this year in this shoe, so I just have to show this shoe some love because I thought these were cursed at one bit, and they're not. So they actually give good luck. So I do appreciate these shoes here. And to the Bay Area folks who know Soul Supremacy and Soul Stills, I got these in a mystery box from Soul Stills. I appreciate y'all. And then the great people at Soul Supremacy were able to give me these really, really, really quick, like right before 4th of July. I wanted to rock these, and they got them to me like super duper fast, like the day before. So I definitely appreciate y'all. And these are my honorable mentions. But let's get into this top 10 because I know y'all waiting for it. So the top 10 shoes or top 10 top 10 cops of this year. Number 10. Ooh. It's a tough list. Number 10 is going to be the Concepts Nike SB Orange Lobster. Now I say that because it was a definitely contender for last year's sneaker of the year. And I was able to actually get these for my birthday. Really dope shoe. I really love the concept. I really want to get the green pair, but I was really dope at getting these pair. And wifey definitely blessed me with this pair. You see, I'm looking at them, and definitely a nice, decent birthday cop. So I definitely appreciate that. And these are just super clean. I always want to be ambitious with the laces, but I don't know. I don't feel like I can rock something like that. But the shoe's definitely top 10 for pickups of this year. And that was like in January. Number 9 on that top 10 list is going to be these Air Jordan 1. Is it next chapter? Or I keep forgetting. But these Air Jordan 1s right here, I definitely changed the laces for a little more lighter red, a little more fuchsia, a little pink, whatever you want to call it. This to go with the outset. Now, the reason why this shoe is in my top 10 is because I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Absolutely. Spider-Man's my absolute number one. So I definitely had to cop this shoe and just get it. And I got it for retail love. They did go a little bit above retail, so it wasn't too bad. I do know I skyrocketed for a little bit until it kind of went down. But this shoe right here is definitely my top 10. I definitely appreciated different materials. And I got to give some love to the shoe because initially when I seen some images of it, they're really bad. So I absolutely hated the shoe. And then better photos came out. And I was like, okay, this is a shoe that I can put with. And they put it in the movie. So definitely I'm a fan. So this is my number 9. Okay, number 8 is going to be a shoe that I always wanted in my collection. I just didn't know when I was gonna cop it, and just the time worked out really good. So I got a trial for Top Star for eBay. So you can get shoes at retail, but you gotta spend a certain amount. And so I was kind of like, we'll see what happens. And it just so happened that this shoe went on sale from a seller, and I actually had a coupon for it. So I used the coupon, and they sent out a really good discount on it. So I was able to get these Sean Weatherspoon Air Max 97 ones And these are just amazing shoe. I just love the material in here, the corduroy material, the different patches you can put on the shoe. It's definitely a lot of people's grails. It was definitely a shoe that I really, really wanted, and it's super duper clean. I wore these in the outfit, and the compliments I got on these are fucking amazing. Like, this shoe is just so clean in itself. Just the way it went down and the way it was created, and just putting two shoes together and make it make sense. It's really hard to do. Jordan Brand tries to do it all the time, and it just doesn't work out the best. But the way this shoe was put together was actually super beautiful, and I actually really appreciate this shoe. So this right here is my number 7. Number 6 for me is definitely a shoe that is definitely on the radar. Now, when I first seen these shoes, they showed up in the Super Bowl, and then when Nike did a little shot drop for them, your boy took that massive L. But I finally got these in my collection because they're absolutely dope, and it is the J Balvin ones. I was finally able to get these in my collection this year, and I absolutely love this shoe. I know a lot of people get, and I've seen the video saying this shoe is childish. I do not care. I love colors. I love a Jordan 1 and different concepts and stuff done with it. Like the different materials in this shoe, the patches that you can take off and put on. Like, the concept of the shoe is actually really, really dope. And if I was creating a Nike Air Jordan 1, this would probably be what I would have come up with. So I definitely appreciate this shoe, and I think this shoe is absolutely sick. Okay, so number 6, it's getting tougher, y'all. It's getting tougher. So my number 6 pickup of the year. I'm looking down at them right now, so I'm actually doing this in real time. My number 6 pickup of the year. Whew. It's gonna be these Air Jordan 3 J Balvins. Now, the reason why this shoe is my number 6, and it actually might be higher when I do my top 10. We'll see. I'm just doing this in real time. I got a shock drop for Nike, and usually when I get shock drops from Nike, they're not really good. And so I got the alert for a shock drop, and it was these, and I was kind of amazed that it was a shock drop for these, and my size was still available, and I hit on time, and it was insane timely, and just for this shoe to get here. And it's a really clean shoe. This isn't a lot of people's top 5s when it comes down to shoes of the year. This might be in mine, honestly. It's just a really clean shoe. I love the black version as well, but it's a really clean shoe. Love that Nike Air in the back. Just the different sunset concept of this shoe. It's just an overall super clean shoe, and it's something I can really appreciate. So this shoe is definitely on that list. Okay, so my number 5 shoe is going to be the Nike SB Dunk Jarritos. This shoe right here is actually really, really dope, and it's dope because it's one of the few shoes I kind of purchased resale. And the crazy part about this shoe is that for some reason, you know how like you just have this itch that, you know, I'm gonna cop retail, or I'm just gonna keep trying. It was one of those shoes where something told me it didn't matter how hard I tried, I wasn't gonna cop. I entered every single raffle that you can understandly know just to see if I can cop this shoe. And something told me, hey man, just buy this stuff. Just buy it. So I was able to cop this at a very, very reasonable price on GOAT. Like very, very reasonable. And it came through and authenticated, sent to me, and the rest is history because I took an L on every single raffle, right? And then I double checked on the shoe months later. At a point of time, these were at $900. And I spent way less than that. And these were at $900. I think right now they're probably even out to like $700-800. But the fact that I got these way below before the skyrocket, I was like, hey, good thing I did that. Because 9 times out of 10, what I do is if I miss, I just look at it and hopefully I get it at a good price. And sometimes the shoe just keeps going up and you're just like, okay, those are out of my price range. And one of the shoes that I got over here in my top 10 is one of those shoes where I waited and it just didn't work out. And so I'm so glad I caught these when I did, and I didn't have to pay that astronomical price, which is insane. But the concept is dope. Your boy been drinking Jarritos for his whole life. I absolutely love Jarritos. And the fact that they made a shoe with it is actually really dope. And I went with the green laces there. And tell me if I should have went a different way. All right, so number 4 is a shoe that I've wanted since the release date. I heard great things about it, the materials, everything that went in, and you know, I got these for Christmas, and today is Christmas Day, so shout out to that. So I definitely had to add these. This is a shoe that I wanted to add to my collection a whole bunch of times, but I ended up going different routes, and I don't know why. Like, even every time I had a chance to purchase these, I just always went a different route, and it wasn't for the lack of I didn't want the shoe. Like, it was definitely a top 10 shoe that I just wanted to grab in my collection, but I was like, okay, I can buy multiple other shoes with that money than just buy these one. And so I always would sit on it. But finally, there was the right, perfect time to get. Your boy always looks for the deals. I don't go out there and just pay money just to pay money. Like, I always look for the deals. And a deal showed up, and it was perfect timing. So your boy finally added the Nike Air Jordan 1 Shattered Backboard 1.0s. These are an absolutely beautiful shoe. I just imagine myself wearing these with a Giants jersey. Go ahead and boo me in the comments, especially if you're Dodgers fans. I get it at work all the time. This shoe I always want to add to my collection, and I actually sold some shoes that I had in replacement of these, like the electro orange ones and a bunch of other things that I just had in replacement just so I can, until I get these. And now that I finally got those, I just got rid of those joints because I was like, this is the shoe I ultimately wanted. And so this is definitely in my top 4 because this shoe is absolutely amazing. I can't wait to rock these. I've been wanting these for years, guys. All right, now we're in the top 3. So my number 3 shoe is a 3, and it's the Air Jordan 3 Reimagines. And the reason why these are here is because, first of all, it's a effing classic. I do love the Nike Air in the back. I just love every concept of the shoe. The reason why I don't have it super high is because of all the quality issues that it had with it. Especially when it comes to the elephant. Even my elephant print is different from each shoe. But just looking at what this shoe has brought to the table in terms of like a factor for me, for like again, I'm a Michael Jordan fan to heart. Like, I'm a Michael Jordan fan. So even have the back here, I even have the video, the Come Fly With Me video with the Air Jordan 3 in the video. So this shoe is definitely very significant for me, especially to have it with that Air Jordan 3 in the back. I even sold my pair with the Jordan Air back just to make sure I didn't have to pay for these, which I do a lot. I sell old shoes to get new shoes. So I don't have to spend the money. A lot of people don't get that concept, but that's how I save a lot of money. But this shoe has definitely been out of my collection. I do appreciate it, and I can't wait for them Reimagined 4s. Let me know what you guys think about those in the comments. All right, this next shoe, which is number 2, could be a lot of people's sneakers of the year. It might be mine. I've seen it in a lot of people's videos, and I get the hate they get, and I also get the love they get. So the number 2 shoe of cops that I copped this year are these Air Jordan 4 SBs. And the reason why I put these, oh, this is a little dusty. The reason why I put these in that top echelon of shoes that I copped this year is because of the moment they had. Like, a lot of people are trying to figure out what shoe where they're gonna create. Like, what is it gonna be? Like, what kind of 4 it would be, especially when we find out it's gonna be a 4. What type and what would it do? And it's just, the colorway they came up with is actually super dope. It's like a military blue colorway, but they added green, and green's my absolute favorite color in the world. So definitely is going to be a shoe that I consider the top. And then you look at the concept of it, they changed some aspects of it. Now, some people say they didn't. I definitely feel a different comfort in here. Some people say, don't, you're just being crazy. They changed the flap in the back so it can be more comfortable, so it's not stabbing you in the back. There's different things they did to this shoe, like especially when it comes to these. Like, this changed it up for skaters. And then, like, its concept of 4. This brought a lot of attention to the sneaker world, especially in the concept of if I remember the debates of if you can do a kickflip, only if you can do a kickflip, you should get this shoe. And I was like, but it is based off a basketball shoe, so you need to do a kickflip and make a 3-point shot and a free throw and dunk the ball in order to get these. Like, it was one of those shoes that came with the moment, right? And so I definitely appreciate this shoe, and it's definitely my top 2 when it comes down to pickups of the year, because this is one of my absolute favorites. As you can see, with wear, they do kind of wear down a little bit, but you know, I wear my shoes out here, so it is what it is. And the number 1 pickup of the year, I didn't make any videos of this like I explained earlier because I've been working on some things, but the number 1 pickup of the year is a shoe that I've wanted since it released. It released and I missed. I just remember people just clowning this shoe super duper bad to the point where I was like, okay, this is about to be an easy cop, right? And then it wasn't. And then it was a shoe I was explaining to you earlier where I was like, okay, let me just sit on it. Resale will go down when the hype goes down. And it didn't. This is the hype of COVID, the hype of everything, and shoes skyrocketed. So it wasn't going down anytime soon. And I've made constant videos of these and I'm a bunch of stuff. My wife watches my videos, and for our anniversary, she took the time to do the research on it, and she caught me a pair off GOAT. She took her time. She did her research. She wanted to make sure they're authentic. She didn't want to get caught. She didn't want to get got. And she got me an authentic pair and I'm excited to bring these up, of Nike SB Chunky Dunkies. This is a shoe that has eluded me. A shoe that I absolutely wanted. A shoe that is in my collection. The concept of it, the design, everything they did, the details of the hair on the shoe, what Ben & Jerry stands for, just everything that's in this shoe. I absolutely wanted it. This was the only shoe that had me thinking, bruh, if I got a pair off one of these sites, who's gonna check me, you know? But I just couldn't do it because, you know, it's something about, and again, I don't shame anybody for getting a fake pair or whatever. I don't shame anybody of doing that. For me personally, I would just know that it wasn't authentic, so I couldn't do it. But I wouldn't shame anybody. If you rock what you want, rock what you want. I'm not gonna check you on that. That's corny to me. But this shoe definitely is a shoe that I want in my collection. This is definitely number one pickup of the year because of just the effort wifey put in, and knowing that this is one of the top grails of mine. Just absolutely, it was one of those shoes that I never thought I'd have in my collection. Like absolutely never, and she actually made it happen for me. So I definitely appreciate her for it. So again, y'all, that is my top 10 pickups of 2023. I had a pretty decent year, a pretty good year, and I'm hoping next year brings a lot of blessings for me and you guys as well. I love to see and I love to hear what cops you guys had in 2023. Let me know in the comments. Also, shoot me and tag me in your videos, guys. I love seeing those videos where you guys do your top 10s, and I love watching them and seeing what you guys cop. Again, it's your boy Snickerhead on the Budget. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me, and again, we got big things coming in 2024. As you see, we about to do it really, really big, y'all. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. It's your boy. I'll check out later. Peace.
Turn up, I talk my shit. Hope you love all of my shit. I hope you love all of my shit.